welcome back. We're
You're so sincere. No, welcome back. I like that. That was kind of cool.
Yeah,
you should do that again.
should we try it again?
Welcome back.
Take 3.
No, just do it. That was good.
Okay.
I liked it.
I'm Todd Wade,
and I'm
this
Joe
is
Mathis.
Joe Mathis.
Oh, and this is
we
Todd
are the Joe
Wade.
and Todd Show.
That's right.
And eventually, we're going to get to our topic.
I love it. This is
We're
my
on
favorite
episode
topic.
11 of season 2, called "That's a Wrap."
That's a wrap.
This is your favorite topic.
It is. I love this topic. I say that every week. No, I think gift giving is so important. And
Okay, I'm going to be honest. Gift giving is hard for me.
yeah, I know.
And that's why Joe's talking about it
I
today, not
know.
me. I'm just going to
Yes.
sit back and listen.
No.
I'll ask all the questions.
I do struggle sometimes because my love language is gifts. I
don't mind giving gifts. I just have a hard time.
figuring out what to give.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this is really a podcast today for anyone in business. Maybe anyone, maybe everyone. I think everyone in life needs to figure out how to better give gifts sometimes and what to do and just the thoughtfulness of them. I have a friend who says
Give meaningful
he
gifts.
gets bad gifts from has a member in his family who gives him weird gifts all the time. It's kind of I think that's true. But no, I think that I grew up in my dad was in the real estate business and furniture and auction, all that sort of stuff, and real estate companies I think do really, really well at giving gifts. A lot of times at closing, I have a friend who takes kind of a spaghetti dinner in a basket, ways to make the spaghetti dinner the first night. Or I know my dad, we did for a long time, he did door knockers with their names on them, or he'd change out the letters on their front door, something that made them feel at home when they got there. There's a television show on HGTV that they do. She gives them a painting of their house at the end after they've redone their house. It's really cool. Yeah. So I think there's some good examples around. Car companies I think do it really well. Cadillac, I know, gave a lot of really cool things away historically. Key rings and comforters, all that sort of stuff. So I think for creatives though, it needs to be creative gift giving and how we take care of our clients and how we think of them. So
Says a lot about you.
it does.
So
It does.
we, as a company, we set aside a certain amount for each client, and it's different for each client depending on how much they're paying us, but
how much we like them,
and maybe how much we like them. I don't know.
To all of our clients listening, we like all of you equally.
Yes,
yeah.
you're our favorite client. No, but we purposely set aside money in our heads or even on paper for gift giving for our clients. And so why do we do that, Joe?
Well, I think a gift is thoughtful, and I think a gift singles somebody out as you're special to me. You're I think about my aunt who sent me a gift every year on my birthday, and it was always a little bit of a surprise, and it was just so thoughtful. But it definitely communicated to me that she thought of me, I was special, that sort of thing. And I think that's true in companies as well. We send a lot of birthday flowers. We send a lot of birthday gifts. We send.
We kind of avoid Christmas gifts, though.
We do avoid holiday gifts.
It feels like, we've kind of talked about this, that a lot of times the Christmas gifts will get lost in the shuffle. Everyone's getting some kind of tin of candy or something at Christmas. And so we try to be a little bit more surprising in how we give gifts and when we give gifts.
Yeah, I think that's important. We as we're planning the content for this, I kept being tempted to say Christmas gifts kind of almost is my pet peeve. And I thought, no, that's not the right thing. I don't mean that. I like to get Christmas gifts.
Sure.
I think about people who brought us gifts. I'm not trying to be offensive to them. I think for us though, it's easy. That's an easy thing to do. Christmas gift is an easy thing to give. And like you said, they get lost in social shuffle. I like the ones that's kind of a surprise. I like the times we think of a client. We have a client that we found out that he liked something a little quirky, a kind of music and a special artist, and I just happened to find that they were releasing a new album, and we ended up getting him all kinds of little things with that new album release, and he probably threw them all away or gave them to Goodwill. But it created a joke. It created a little bit of a funny sort of
connection
thing.
point.
It was really fun, and it showed that we listened to him.
And he'll probably remember it next time he listens to that artist.
Yeah, I will. I will remember it forever.
I think about it.
all the time. But I think about Elizabeth, our friend. We work with her family foundation a lot. We work with her a lot on special projects, and she lives in another city. I kind of had to sneak around and find out if she was going to be home on her birthday. She travels sometimes, and we sent her flowers. The first time we've ever sent her flowers for anything. In fact, I don't even think of her as a flower person. I don't think of her as someone who enjoys flowers. And we sent her flowers, and I'll never forget that text message of, she said that was so unexpected. And that really got to me, because I think that's part of our goal.
We do flowers actually pretty often to people, and that's kind of just one of our signature things. A lot of times we'll put some orange flowers in it or something, just as a nod to our company colors.
We actually have our own cards made up that we take to the florist.
Flower cards, that's right.
Not that one, but yeah, we have our florist has little cards that we give our own cards to them. I've always liked flowers to be giving, because I think of us as creatives in the event world. I think of us as a close second to the fashion industry. And in the fashion world, the fashion industry, they give flowers all the time. If you release something new, if you've done something, it was thank yous. Flowers are kind of what they give back and forth all the time. And so I kind of think that's kind of simple. It's creative. It's a creative element. It's short. It doesn't. You don't have to find a place for it.
Well, and we're pretty close to our flower providers, our flower vendors,
all of them across the country.
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
And so it's a natural way to support their business too, to use them, because we use flowers in events all the time.
Of course. I think you're talking about why to give and how to give, and I really want to communicate that it really is the thoughtful generosity of it. I also kind of want to say there is purpose behind it, and there's intentionality behind it, and I don't want that to cheapen the gift.
Right. I
don't want that to cheapen what we're doing, but I think that's important to think through, that there is an intentional purpose in reminding someone we're there. We send we actually sent flowers this year to someone on his birthday that we've never met. I might have done that more than once. We did that a couple times. We sent an International Women's Day to a woman leader that we've never met. And again, that was kind of intentional of, we really do appreciate her in leadership. She's doing amazing work, an amazing job. But it's also a company thing of, hey, we're over here. If you ever need us, come and find us. And so, again, I don't want that to cheapen the gift. I don't want that to be a manipulative thing. And I think that's something else our listeners have to think through, of if they're in that company, they're not giving gifts to get something in return. We actually had one client who warned us that because they are a government agency or working within government, that we can only spend, I think it's $45 on them a year, group wise. In fact, she pointed out that their attorney, everything that's sent from somebody else goes immediately to their attorney's office, and their attorney takes the labels all off, takes everything off, and then they'll put it out for everyone to use. And so that was a good reminder to me that I don't want to look like I'm trying to bribe somebody. I'm not trying to get their business, that sort of thing. But it is part of our marketing technique. It's also part of our thank you for being clients. So we send gifts to prospective clients, to clients we've enjoyed, clients that we no longer have. We send gifts to just to remind them, hey, we're still out here. And again, we've chosen to kind of do the unique person-to-person sort of gift. We have done, I like our favorite things package. Talk about that. Talk about how that came to be and what that was about. It never quite became what we wanted it to be, but I loved what it became.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of had a grand idea of, it was this box that you unfold and had all the labels and all the placeholders for every item and everything. But and some of that came about, we were able to put some, but the idea was kind of Oprah's favorite things was kind of the impetus for it. But we started finding some of these things at market that we loved, some snacks or certain flavored peanut butters and chocolate covered pecans and that kind of thing, that dark chocolate, let me be specific, that we loved, and we wanted to share them with our clients. And it was just a way to say thank you after an event, just say how much we appreciated them and our relationship with them. Is this it?
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
There it is.
And my antique, vintage, antique or vintage, but anyway, yeah, my favorite kind of silver.
Ancestral.
Oh, very good. Wow. My favorite silver pattern, and it has this cool
I
story
saw it
behind
on
it.
the invoice.
And so, yeah, exactly. So we ordered better knives, and that was kind of part of the package too. That's very personal to give part of my actually family silverware, but it's kind of cool. I think everyone needs a butter knife in there. It works as a letter opener.
Absolutely. No, but so we actually created these little tags to go with each item to say, here's the backstory. You know, when I was growing up, my granddad used to always give me dark chocolates, and so that's why dark chocolate is special to me. And you know, Joe used to collect ancestral silver, and so here's a little piece of
Still
his.
collect it. If you have pieces of ancestral silver you want to sell to me,
Send them his way.
or give to me.
Happy to take donations since we're talking about gifts.
Yeah, gift to me.
I wanted to bring up this book though that we've read, Giftology by John Ruhlin. Talks about, you know, we were talking about how you don't want to be so blatant about in your gift giving that it's just about you. It's about giving them something helpful, but it's also planting something in their mind where they're going to think about you when they use that gift. And so, you know, there's a place for logoed mugs and pens and buttons and that kind of thing. But sometimes you just want to give a useful gift. You know, a classic example is the Cutco knife that people are going to keep around forever. You know, we've had our Cutco knives for, I don't know, 30 years. My wife has had them forever and maybe had them sharpened twice. We were just talking the other day. But, you know, that's something that you'll always remember where you got that Cutco knife, whether it has the company logo from the people that gave it to you or not. You're going to think about them when you're cutting your apple for a snack.
No, that's really good stuff. And I think, you know, I've got a pillow a client gave us. It was really fun. We went to a meeting and we were kind of whining about someone and she.
We never do that.
We would never, and never just another client, but we were doing that day. And she's a trusted friend and mentor and client and all those things. And we just said something funny to her and we had this whole exchange. And just a few days later, we got a pillow in the mail that had kind of that phrase wrapped up. And that was so meaningful to us. And very, very, very thoughtful.
We still think, I mean, it didn't have her name on it or the company name or anything. Not. But, you know.
When I see it, I think of her and just think of her thoughtfulness and it makes you feel better. I mean, it makes me feel better. And it has a funny phrase that, again, is kind of a teaching.
And again, it just strengthens that bond of friendship and relationship that you have between the client.
This particular person is an incredible gift giver, and I've learned a lot from her. Every time she gets people together, she likes to give them something, have something for them as a giveaway, take home. And I just think that's really cool. I think that's a really neat thing that if she's having a birthday party, I mean, whatever she has, she wants to give people something as a takeaway. I think that's pretty cool.
One of the things we've been doing a lot of this year is doing gift boxes for our clients to give to their guests or their donors, if they're a nonprofit, for example. And
or customers if they're corporate.
Or customers, right.
Or employees.
Or even employees.
Yes, we did some of those
done
too.
all of those actually this year. Just because of the pandemic and, you know, couldn't be with people, so you end up delivering these packages to people. So we ended up creating these boxes, and we would put you know, the event logo on the box, and we put maybe some branded things inside the box and some snacks, and so that was a fun process this year. Talk a little bit about kind of our thoughts.
Yeah, I think those turned out to be really successful. One of the things that intrigued me about them was that we didn't have to spend a ton of money on them. They didn't have to be expensive to feel good. Yeah. You know, I think of one we did where...
That was kind of fascinating. Like, it didn't have to be super expensive, but it was just to get a box that you weren't expecting and to get to open it and just get something from somebody. Whether it's just some cheese and crackers or whatnot, it's fun to open
So something interesting this week. I'm on a national board, and we're having a board meeting tomorrow night. It's all going to be virtual via Zoom, and they actually sent me a form to fill out. They're going to DoorDash me dinner so that we can have dinner together. And so they asked me my favorite restaurant in town and what I wanted, and now they followed up with I asked for Lone Wolf, and so they followed up with what specific things I want on my meal. It was really interesting to me because first it's like, oh, you don't need to do that, and we DoorDash a lot. I mean, you and I, we have,
especially this year.
They're here all the time, and so it's something that is almost like you don't need to do that. I can take care of myself. But to have them doing that is a really cool feeling. There's something that they've gone to a lot of trouble. They're asking me. We're having a conversation. It's not going to be a surprise. But it feels really kind of cool that they want to do that. I'm guessing they'll keep the record of that. And I'm looking forward. Not that I wouldn't look forward to the board meeting. It's going to be a great board meeting. But I'm looking forward to it even more because I know they're going to give us dinner. We're going to have it together. I'm kind of anxious to see what other people have on the call and what they're eating. And we're going to break all the rules of eating on Zoom. And I don't know about that. But anyway,
just turn your camera off.
Yeah, I think I might do that when I'm taking bites. But
don't eat on a Zoom call.
Yeah, don't eat. Yeah, I don't like people watching me eat anyway. I have a friend who no one's ever seen her take a bite out to eat. She has a way of eating.
What?
She has a way of eating without people watching her. I think we're kind of off subject, but anyway, gift giving. I think it does create a certain feeling and emotion that people care about you, and I think that's what's important. And I think that's again, like you're talking about, the gifts that we've helped our clients give to people, helping them with their gift giving, which has become a significant part of what we do, really. Thinking through that guest and what they need and want, and learning it doesn't have to be expensive. Learning it doesn't have to be extravagant. But it also can't be insulting. And I think that's something else I learned.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I go back to an event I did in Cabo years ago, where I was wanting to save some money in the budget by doing cheaper golf balls. And when I'll never forget the moment when the kind of my client, pulled me aside and said, "You can cut the budget in other places, but don't skimp on golf balls. That's insulting to these guests." And I'm not a golfer. I wasn't thinking about the affluence of our guests and how they would like an expensive golf ball. And I learned that lesson hard. And I think that was one of those things where a client really got onto me for thinking that would work. And we were able to change it and give much better golf balls. But I've thought about that a lot since. If I don't want to insult somebody with my gift, I don't want to give them something that they wouldn't use or wouldn't understand or would just be weird to them. So that's something else to think through. So
well, we want to give you a gift.
Me? A gift?
Not you.
Oh,
no,
I got excited.
We want to give away to somebody this book, Giftology, but there's rules. I get to set the rules, not you, because you won't get
there
this
are
right.
no rules.
Okay, so here's the rules. First, you have to like the Joe and Todd Show on our Instagram post.
Sincerely like it, or just fake like it by marking that you like it?
No, you have to mark it.
Okay. But you have to like
click
it
the
too.
button.
You have to like our show.
Yes. And follow us on Instagram. Then you have to tag 3 other creatives.
This is so complicated.
It is complicated.
Cheryl came up with this, not us.
No, Cheryl's going to make sure you follow all the rules. And she's going to pick someone, and she's going to make sure you get the book.
That's the hardest part.
I'm not going to do it. And then we're going to do a drawing of everyone who did that, and we're going to send one person.
So it really is simple. You like us on Instagram.
Like the Joe and Todd Show.
Like the Joe and Todd post. That particular post about
this
heart, about this episode,
yep,
and the Giftology book, like that, and then you tag 3 other creatives.
You have to follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram, like the
post,
and then tag 3 creatives. Okay, or 4. What if you tag 4?
Together.
What if you tag 4?
Then you're breaking the rules.
I bet you still get the chance. And then we give
That's up to Cheryl. She's the judge.
Then we draw a winner out of those people who followed all those rules.
Cheryl draws a winner.
Cheryl draws a winner and sends the book. So I don't have to worry about.
No.
I don't have to worry anything about it.
That's That's all Cheryl's job.
I love it.
Cheryl's awesome.
That's a great gift right there.
That's right. Thank you guys for listening.
This has been
This
great.
is good stuff.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Give gift. That's a
It
wrap.
makes sense at the end of the show. It felt a little awkward at the first of the show to say that's a
Why
wrap.
did you say that at the beginning?
I said that's a wrap at the beginning. It's like, well, that sounds like it's over.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's just starting.
Now it's a wrap.
Now it's a wrap. This has been really fun, you guys.
Email us at
Thank
Todd
you.
at rumbledrum.com, Joe at rumbledrum.com.
I love
Like us, follow us.
what's coming
all
up
the good
on
stuff.
episode 12. I looked at the notes. This is good content next
Oh,
week.
yeah.
Intentional, how to earn repeat business. I can't wait for this. This is going to
Keep people
fun.
coming back for more.
Yeah, I'm ready for this. You guys, we would love to hear from you. Email us, text us, like us on social medias.
All the stuff.
Send us gifts. Send us whatever.
Send us your ancestral
gifts.
silver.
Send us your silver. I actually have everything in the set, so I shouldn't ask for any more.
Okay.
I have a complete set of it all, including the hollowware. So good for this. It's been
All right.
45 years in the making.
We'll see you guys next time. Y'all take care.
Have a great day.